This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
NASCAR, the Yellowwood 500, Talladega. It's happening this weekend, and it's an excuse for us to put money on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't wait a week and go to Vegas and bet tonight. We have to do it today, and we're about to. I see the magic wheel of fortune. I see meat sauce. I see myself. I see Mark Parrish.
It went away.
It went away. I see the weather.
I don't think Zach had Lieber on there.
It's easy to forget you, Ben. I'm sorry you're so forgettable.
I get it.
You're so Marnie Galarny's on there. Tommy Olson's on there. Mike Mussman. Even though he talks about, you guys have a problem. There he is.
Yeah, he's always
there
in it.
Is.
Yeah.
There he is. So we're going to do some betting momentarily. Looks like we're bringing him in. Oh, there's Mussman.
Where does this take place?
Hey. Look at Perry. Look at you guys. Oh, Marnes, you look so cute and so what snuggly. Look, you're all snuggled up. You got a big old sweater there. What's that say?
Yeah.
Megan Maroney.
It's my Megan Maroney.
Oh, she's great. You know, that's on brand for her to have a...
Why is the wheel spinning?
Don't do that.
Oh, of course.
It landed on me.
Yeah, right.
It landed on me.
Chris Hockey.
Hi. Good to see you. Hi, Mussman.
Chris Hockey.
Hi, guys. How we doing?
Good. You don't look as snuggly as she does.
No, but believe me, there's a lot of snuggles going on here.
Okay, good. We can't see below your chest, so...
Wait, hold on a second, guys.
Can I pan down?
Hold on.
What?
Uh-oh.
Why are you yelling?
Tommy Olson is on here, and I'm hearing water. Is Tommy in the showers right now at the gym?
No.
Yeah, why is there water running?
He's out at the gym.
Yeah, that's odd.
Okay.
Quick stop at Minnehaha.
Yeah.
I'm getting a meat grinder in.
Please change the view.
A meat grinder.
Oh,
That's
my
what he
God.
calls it?
Did you see that view?
Yeah, I just saw where.
I just...
A meat grinder.
Stop it!
What is that?
Those are his slabs.
Stop it!
I've never wanted to see that view. Sure you do. Sure you do.
Well, if you're not
Why do
watching-
I feel like I should say hut?
If you're not watching KFAN.com/watch, congratulations.
Yeah.
Parrish, you with your short hair, you look like a businessman. Look at you.
Oh, yeah, I feel like a businessman.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah. Up and early, bright and at it.
Do we have to see your crotch, Tommy?
Tommy,
do we have to?
You asked for it. You want
I don't think I did. Ben,
I've
did I
never
ask
been
for it?
so glad to call in on my phone, so he's this big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's pretty normal.
well, that's
actually.
normal, yeah.
Oh.
Larry.
Okay, here we go.
Can we go back 10 seconds to where Parrish just said he's up and early and bright and at him?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
solid.
thanks, Marnie. You
Might
could
be a
have let that
little
slide.
tad early for you.
There's a tag. Yep.
Could have let that slide.
Okay, so
Could have let that
Yes,
slide.
no.
Tomers is on the treadmill, and everybody else is super comfy, and we are ready to do some betting. We got the NASCAR fiends in here.
All right, quick roll call. Hawk,
Yes.
Lieber, me, Muss, Tommy, Marnie, Parrish, meat sauce. Are we missing anybody?
No, I don't think so.
Did Creasel not respond?
Creasel did not respond.
Okay, so no, and
bonus late scratch.
Yeah.
okay, and Fargo said he wanted to take Chase Elliott, but I don't see him on here, so I don't think he could be on, so he doesn't get the bet, right?
No, did he? Let me text him real quick.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
What is that water?
What is
it
that?
not water,
Is
though?
it the treadmill?
I
Is
think
it
it's the treadmill.
Yeah, I think it's the
I think it's the
treadmill.
sound of the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the treadmill.
I'll mute it.
How's the dude sitch?
Yeah, how's the meat market?
I'm telling you.
No.
You know, lots of people are seeing you right now, right?
Sure.
Okay, all right. No, I just want to make sure. Okay, good. Good. All right, good. Okay, so we are betting. We all have the list of drivers, I'm going to guess, and it's the Yellowwood 500. It's on Sunday. It's at Talladega. It's one of the most fun races. The reason we bet on these in particular is because you really could just throw the dice and find out who's going to win, because there's going to be at least 2 giant crashes to take out half the field. So it is the definition of gambling. And since most of you aren't going to Vegas with us next week, we have to gamble on the computer.
All righty. Are we ready to go, everybody?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's
So
do
how many laps is it? What's the bid here?
So, well, it's 500 miles, so it's
200 laps.
Yeah, 200 some laps. Right?
And the bet is $50 a person, but the only way it pays out is if one of our drivers
Gone
wins.
too soon.
Got to win.
So if the field, if somebody in the field wins, it's all a wash. So basically, you want your driver to win. If not, you want the field to win. You get to root on somebody either way.
Okay, so
Exactly.
winner take all.
Winner take all. That's
All
right.
right.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
the way to do it. Okay, we're going to spin that wheel. First person to get picked. There we go. The wheel is spinning. The wheel is spinning.
Come on.
Slowing down. Oh,
Come on. Come on.
It's rigged.
Zach Halverson.
again,
go.
if this were golf, I'd be mad, but it really doesn't matter. And I mean,
No.
And we know who he's taking.
Yeah, we sure do.
Joey Logano.
That's right. Joey
Put it all day
Logano.
and Joey Logano.
Yes.
Yeah, he is your, on here, he's plus 1,000. So he's one of the favorites. But again, he could get a flat tire or end up upside down in the stands. You just
Correct.
never know.
Let's hope not. But
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
But it could happen. Up next, the wheel is spinning. NASCAR bets. Yay!
Weird.
I've got
So the 2 experts.
I don't know about that. I got Austin Cindric. That's
Wow,
what I'm
okay.
going.
I like that.
Yep, I'm going
I
with
think
Austin.
he won
Zach,
he won in the spring.
Yep, and I just like him on these super speedways.
Yep. No.
You know, there's a lot of luck involved. Putting yourself in the right place at the right time as
man.
well, you know. So
But Penske's are always near the front.
And Robin's racing.
you think it
Those
ain't?
darn Penske's.
Those darn Penskes. Ben Lieber. Come on now.
Ben Lieber.
You know what? You guys went 2 Ford guys. I'm going to go Chevy guy.
Okay.
I'm going to go Chase Elliott.
Ooh,
I like that.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick.
He's been hot
Pays
lately.
to be in the studio this morning, apparently.
I guess.
Yep, that's right. It does. That's right.
Just won a couple weeks ago.
Fastest lap ever run on a race course by a NASCAR driver was his dad at this racetrack.
Oh.
There we go. Let's see. Talladega. The only thing I know about it is that it's a great Eric Church song.
It really is.
And I love Ricky Bobby. I'm going to go Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin. Man.
Toyota.
Zach, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean he just won last week. He's got as good chance as anybody. They might, it depends on if they want to play more conservative this week because they already booked themselves in the final 3, or final 4, I should say. But obviously a good pick. Denny's a great driver.
Yeah, I love it. Good pick. Good job, Mike.
I know.
How about we're 4 people in yet, and according to this list, nobody's taken the favorite.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The top 2 favorites.
That's right.
I've never heard of the guy on this list that's the favorite.
No, I
Really?
haven't either.
I've never heard
kidding.
of that guy.
No kidding. That's okay. Okay, go ahead. Spin that wheel, baby. There it goes. 4 people left. One of them's on a treadmill,
Oh, yeah.
bruising his inner thighs.
I don't know because I don't have a pen. Is Ryan Blaney available?
Yeah,
he's the number 2
I'll
guy.
take that guy.
That's
He's
a good
the
pick.
favorite on DraftKings.
Yeah, I like Ryan.
Yeah, he's awesome.
driver.
Another Penske driver, and always near the front. Had some bad luck last week. We'll hope for some better luck this week.
That's right. Spinning the wheel. 3 left. Oh, is it going to be Barney or Tommy? It is. Oh,
Bombers.
Tommy.
I will take Bill Bryan or Bill Byron.
Yeah,
William.
That'd be William Byron. Who? That's the favorite on this
That's the
piece of paper.
favorite.
That's
Definitely
right.
the favorite.
Yep, that's a good pick.
That's a good pick,
Yeah,
Tom.
Big Billy.
Big Billy.
Big Billy.
Big Billy Byron. Why didn't he go with Billy? That's a good point.
I like it. I don't know. It's a good question. That's good. Anybody around you as you're on that treadmill right now? Okay, there's his nipple.
I love just the perma-grin on his face.
That was his. Can you imagine?
Okay, love you. Bye. I gotta go.
There he goes. Yeah, he's got to go. He's busy.
He's getting kicked out.
Can you imagine how many of his neighbors saw his anatomy when he was younger?
Oh yeah.
He was always showing his
Every
body.
last one of them.
All of them.
He does it to us on national radio.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay. Only 2 people left. It's Perry and Marty.
Hi, Mars.
Here it goes. Slowing down. Oh, no. It's Marty Galardo.
Oh,
There it is.
Hi, Marty.
Yeah. Well, first, in honor of Tommy.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Wow.
The big knockers.
They're identical.
Whoa.
Is that an insult to me or him? I don't know. As Paris likes to say, the early worm gets the bird. And I know you got your Ford guys, you got your Chevy guys. I'm more of a Lexus guy.
Understood.
So I'm going to take Lexus driver Kyle Larson.
That's his nickname is Kyle Lexus Larson. So that's
Is it
perfect.
really?
That's great. No, it's
Wow.
not. No, that's awesome. Your backyard looks lovely back there.
Well, yeah, the pool's closed, but you
That's
know,
okay.
fall's a great time.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Keep the pool open, Marnes.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the overnight lows? It's going to freeze eventually.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, but the water runs.
Not yet.
Doesn't it seem like yesterday we were sitting out there and it was hot and we were having a good time?
So the pool's closed. Is the toilet open?
Wow.
The toilet will be getting winterized soon.
yeah.
It is open. If you want to
Oh,
stop by,
Hawk's dad will be in town?
Thank you. I'll stop by later.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marnes.
Please
Thanks,
bring
Marnes.
a bag and a half of candy.
Oh, I definitely will. Yeah.
Great move.
It'll be already digested. I'll leave it in the toilet.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, Mars.
Yeah, Mussman hung up. She hung up. Everybody hung up. Except for Parrish. Parrish is the last to pick. Hi, Polly.
And since I'm not in and I don't have a piece of paper, the only name I know is Richard Petty still available?
Okay, that's,
No, he's taken.
He's the Lord.
No.
He's dead.
How about Tom Petty?
No.
Okay, nope, that's not true
he's
either.
dead.
He's both. Yeah,
No.
yeah. He's running down a dream though. I mean,
Okay, well then how about you, somebody there helps me
we
out
have
with the
Christopher
next.
Bell, Brad
Chevy
Keselowski,
driver.
Tyler Reddick. That might be your guy.
I go Tyler
Ricky
Reddick.
Stenhouse Jr., Kyle
I like
Busch.
that name.
Yeah,
I'm
take
going.
Kyle Busch.
Oh, he's going Ricky. Are you going Tyler Reddick?
I'm thinking Reddick.
Yeah, that's what he's
I
doing.
like that name.
Tyler
That
Reddick.
he sounds. I like that name, Tyler Reddick.
Well, there you go. So there, we have got our picks in. Thank you, my man.
Thank you
Enjoy your
all.
beautiful
See you
day.
guys tomorrow.
There you go.
See ya.
Bye. Initials game tomorrow. There you go. Zacho's running the initials game tomorrow, by the way.
Hey.
Because he's out. There you go.
I'm out
Not so.
Congrats.
on a Friday.
There you go.
Congrats.
There you go. NASCAR. Do you watch it at all? I mean, I will be working, but I mean, is that something you would watch if you were at home, Ben?
Yeah.
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 I love the big tracks, man.
Well, yeah, the big tracks are fun.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I
they're-
won't watch a second of it. There's football on, man.
So, my man.
This is on.
Yeah, but don't aren't you the guy with multiple TVs? You can.
Yeah, but
you
I'm
can
going to
use-
I'll be at the game.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
So will you, Bubba Gump. Is that what you just called me?
Hawk, you're getting a lot of football on this weekend. You got a football game tomorrow night, and you're going to go to the Vikings game.
I know, it's exciting. It's exciting. And then we'll turn it around and we'll be in L.A. before you know it for another football game.
I know. Yeah, quick turnaround.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, on the
A lot of
plane on
traveling.
Wednesday.
A lot of traveling.
You know what's kind of weird is like I'm actually excited for that now.
Oh, me too.
It took me about a week, and I'm like, I'm so glad that we had the bye week, and I didn't have to be on the plane anywhere and whatever. It's kind of nice. But now I'm like, I'm excited again to go travel and jump on the plane.
I agree.
Yeah, it'll be sweet.
And by the way, we do L.A., and then I drive to Vegas for the power trip, and then we go to Detroit the week after that.
Yep.
God, what a tough stretch.
Well, it's pretty tough.
And then Baltimore might be healthy by the time you play them at the end of it.
Yeah, but they might be just like mentally done.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it does seem like it. Yeah. So anyway, we get to talk to .com Tom. So let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll reset everybody, and we will actually talk a little more football with NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Thanks to our friends at Bell Banks. Power Trip Morning Show, 8:15 on The Fan. We'll be right back.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choices. Head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest, learn more, and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest. Thank you, Bell Bank.
That's awesome. Thank you, Bell Bank. And before we bring in our guest, who is brought to you by Bell Bank, let's go ahead and get that done. Nate Ryan nominated the organization Child Loss Foundation That's childlossfoundation.org. They're here to walk alongside grieving parents who've lost their child. They offer healing and connection at child loss retreats, financial assistance through the Child Loss Believe Fund, and Child Loss at Work helps grieving employees transition back to work. Imagine that. An organization who helps people go through the worst possible scenario. Thank you, Nate, for nominating them. Thank you, Bell Bank, for continuing to pay it forward. We love you, Bell Bank. Nominate your charity. Again, go to KFAN.com and just put in the keyword contest or the keyword Bell. Either one of them work. And nominate your charity. And thank you once again to Bell Bank for bringing in our friend, Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network. Let's see how he looks today. Hi, Tom. Looking good, buddy. Oh, you're muted.
Way to go,
He's
Zach.
muted. You're muted.
Hold on.
Oh,
There we
wait,
go.
there
Hold
you
on.
are.
Way to go, Zach.
There we go.
Every week.
Dang it,
Hello.
Zach.
Every week. And you know what? Zach's doing his best.
Me.
We got you.
All right.
You look tan compared to me. Look at you.
You look tan.
I was in LA for a week. Made a point to see the sunshine a little bit. I got back on a red eye about 3 hours ago, landing at MSP. So I'm holding it together. I kept myself awake strictly for this. So
Thank you for that. Were you out there telling Goodell and some things he needs to do better?
I was out there hosting the Rich Eisen show for several days, which was a ton of fun. Always great being out there and great being in studio for the bright and early Sunday morning show, which starts at 4 a.m. Pacific ahead of those London games. So the old 2 a.m. wake-up call was delightful. But, also not a bad thing to be done with work at 5:15.
Amen. Now, am I right? Are the studios right across the street from the studio, from the stadium right there?
Correct. Yeah, it's basically on the premises of SoFi Stadium. It's out there by the old Forum where the Lakers played once upon a time in Inglewood. So this is the only week of the entire calendar, I believe, that neither LA team was at home. I was like, I'll go see some people. It's like, no, everyone's gone. So that didn't quite work out, but everything else was great.
I bet the studios are pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's so we've got like a full locker room set up at the NFL Network studios. Like literally, like if you walk in an NFL locker room, it looks exactly like that.
Wow.
And you've got a safe and all this stuff. And yesterday I was in there because I'm not in LA, a ton, and I was like, I wonder, just like randomly, I'm going to open this drawer. I'm like, here's like all the stuff that I've been trying to figure out where it's been. I don't know when I decided to leave a bunch of socks and a belt and stuff. I'm like, hey, all right, I guess I'll bring this stuff home now. So, but it's a very nice setup there.
Are you part of the Million Mile Club with how much you travel?
I'm getting close. I'm at 800 something thousand. So we're getting, we're getting there. I don't travel as much as I used to. It's a lot of hard miles when you cover the NFL. There's not a lot of, halfway around the world types of trips. But, those there and backs from Green Bay and Cleveland, they add up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Tom, I want to throw a giant softball at you since we're talking about what you just did in L.A. Rich Eisen. Mm-hmm. He seems like a guy that would be awesome to hang out with. He just seems like the nicest guy. He gets along with everybody. He can have a Hollywood celeb and know the right buttons to push when it comes to sports. I get it. It's not always off the cuff. There's some prepared stuff and all that. But it's like, it doesn't matter who he has in studio. He can talk to anybody. He just seems like the best.
You're exactly right. I think that Rich, and I say this, obviously I'm biased because, it's fantastic that he allows me to come out there when he's abroad calling games and I get to come in and do his show. I think he's one of the best interviewers of all time. The fact that, yes, he can have, a Billy Bob Thornton, Tim Robbins. He had Charlie Sheen in recently and unearth some story that's never been told or never been told in detail. It's a very, very unique skill set. They got a great setup out there in El Segundo too. I mean, you walk through the halls of that place, and it's just photos of all the celebrities and whatnot that have come through those hallways. So absolutely, yeah, Rich is awesome. He's the best. I think that he's one of the best people on TV, and certainly, again, like I said, in terms of the best interviewers I've ever heard, he is right up there.
Okay, now that we're all done with that, let's get into the real meat of everything.
You asked.
I didn't take it there.
I know that.
I know, Ben.
Speaking of the greatest interviewers of all time,
So true, touche. But listen, the thing is, like, he's been on my mind because I watch a lot of his stuff, and I was like, oh, sure. Cool. I'll ask you. And I know, again, that's why I'm like, this is a softball question. Of course, you're not going to say anything, negative about him. You love the guy.
It's a genuine answer, though. Genuine answer. Yeah. I really like Rich.
Well, obviously, the biggest topic around here is the Vikings quarterback situation, and I think the other part of the storyline is that for the first time I think ever we've saw KOC get frustrated with a question and really kind of show some irritation on an answer. So let me ask you, is it justified that he would be sort of annoyed by this constant barrage of what we're asking? Because it does seem like they're being coy about who the starting quarterback is going to be against the Eagles, which is a big deal. How do you feel about sort of the question, the answer, and then the interest from everybody about who's going to start?
I read the quotes. I didn't see KO's presser yesterday, but here's what I would say. Your starting point with J.J. McCarthy, there's two aspects of it. Number one, get him fully healthy. And I reported on Sunday, and I saw JJ confirmed it yesterday. He's not 100%. The ankle is not 100% right now. It was a significant high ankle sprain. It was a real injury. He was in a walking boot for a week. Those things take time to get all the way back. But then step two is also getting him ready. Healthy and ready are two different things. And so, yesterday was the first time, and they had the bonus practice on Monday, but yesterday was the first time that he was really fully integrating into a practice. They need to ramp him up and get him into the right place where they feel not just that he can play, but that he's ready to play well. And I think that, the urgency that other teams, might show at times, or other coaches, and feeling public pressure about he's your guy, play him when he's healthy. I give KO credit for, doing the hard thing here. It would be very easy to go, okay, well, we got to show everybody that JJ's our guy, so let's push him out there. No, that's how you ruin young quarterbacks. And so make sure that from an operational perspective, as well as a health perspective, that he's ready to roll. Make sure his mobility, that's the number one thing right now, coming off a high ankle sprain, just that his mobility is back, because it's a big part of his game. And they're not going to force him onto the field. And so, we'll see how this week of practice goes. The fact that Carson Wentz was full yesterday, despite that left shoulder injury, would probably point the arrow toward Carson Wentz, a revenge game against the Eagles on Sunday here. But that doesn't mean that JJ's been soft benched, or, they're looking for an excuse. It's get the guy healthy, but then also get him ready. And, I give KO credit for doing the difficult thing here, which is explain to everybody, no matter how many times he's asked the question, it's we want to make sure the guy's ready to go out and play well, and until he gets to that point, I don't think that, quite frankly, I don't think anybody should argue that a guy who's less than 100% at that position, who just has missed so many reps like JJ has, should be out there. If you need Carson Wentz to go for another week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, you roll him out there. Make sure that JJ, when he actually gets back on the field, is going to be the quarterback that they believe that he can be in the long run here.
Tom, the team they play this weekend is the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you look at the way that the Philadelphia Eagles have gotten to 4-2, obviously they won 4 straight. They've lost 2 straight, but they've beat the Rams, the Chiefs. They beat some great teams, but there's a ton of turmoil there. What is going on with that team, with the way that Saquon barely gets any touches? A.J. Brown is upset. What is going on with that team just in general?
The Saquon thing is definitely eye-opening, I would say. The fact that 2 weeks ago he gets 1 carry for 0 yards in the second half of a game that they're up 2 touchdowns. I mean, that just doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense. The A.J. Brown thing, I mean, it's been going this direction. He's basically had 1 half of really productive football this season, and everything else has just kind of felt like they're not totally in rhythm. There's no doubt. There's things that are just not quite clicking. For the Eagles right now, they're coming off of, remember, a Thursday night game, so they've got the longer week. They've had an opportunity to go back and do some self-evaluations. I imagine they'll tweak some things this week. I would just remind everybody that this is an Eagles team that every year seems to have some type of turmoil. It's either they fall apart down the stretch, which happened a couple of years ago, or they're struggling in the early going, which happened last year and happened a few years ago. And, usually they kind of figure these things out. It's a challenge for Nick Sirianni. I don't think that anybody is immediately leaping to, well, you got to trade A.J. Brown or you really got to shake things up. Howie Roseman's a really aggressive GM. I know that he's working the phones like he always is right now, but they feel like they've got a core. I mean, this was the group that ran the Chiefs off the field in the Super Bowl back in February, and everyone's going like, how is anybody going to beat these guys for years to come? They're still 4-2. They're still, at the top of that division. They're still in the position where everything's out there in front of them. There is no doubt they got a lot to figure out, but they're also in a sequence here where every year they have a new play caller. Every year there's something different operationally with their offense. They're going through it right now. History would tell you they're probably going to figure this thing out. And if you're the Vikings, you just hope that this isn't the week that happens.
Yeah, I mean that is one of my biggest concerns, just based on the comments from the players after their first day of practice. You're coming back this week. Yesterday, I mean, they seem fired up now. I mean, they are going to be primed and ready to go when they get on that airplane on Saturday, and they're going to hit the ground running. That's the assumption on Sunday. So we got to be ready. We mentioned the trades and all this other stuff with A.J. Brown, the possibility of this, possibility of that, not just with him, but with a lot of the players, because the trade deadline is in early November 4th, I believe. Are you, just league-wide, are you hearing any sort of hot rumors about certain star players going to be on the move here in the next week or two?
Do you say rummers?
I know. We always say rummers. We say rummers. We say rummers around
sorry,
here.
you're not cool, Tom.
I wouldn't.
I'm obviously a loyal viewer of the show.
Yeah, not all of us can fill in for Rich Eisen.
Exactly. Cool, bro.
You can't say that on a Rich Eisen show. You can't say that on NFL Network, but you can say it here.
I've never heard the phrase. I know I know the stuff that was said on KFAN 20 years ago when I worked there.
True.
I'm a little bit behind speed right now in the current. I would just say this. There are rummers out there.
There he goes.
About a variety of different players, but I think that one of the unique things right now is if you look at the standings, there are 20 teams that have at least 3 wins through 6 weeks. In other words, there's not a lot of teams that already are in a position where they can convince themselves and at times more important, their owners that, hey, it's time to go full fire sale mode. I anticipate the Jets are going to get there, in the next few weeks. And when I say fire sale, I don't mean, hey, just anybody you want, we'll sell them for cheap. But in terms of being open for business, open for calls, the Jets are going to be there. The Titans are certainly going to be there. I anticipate the Saints are going to be listening on players, but Mickey Loomis doesn't really have, a big history of wanting to be a seller. So we'll see exactly what direction that unfolds. There's teams like the Raiders where if they were to lose the next couple of games, I think that they would have some guys available too. But part of the reason, there have been no trades this week, which 3 weeks from the deadline, usually there's like 1 or 2. There were several trades last week, but this week there weren't a ton. And part of that is driven by there's just not that many teams that are totally out of it at this point. In terms of, specific names, again, if you look through some of these rosters, the Jets, Breece Hall, he said he wants to be there. Do they feel like this is the right time? If you can get value for him, do you move him? I'm sure they'll get calls on Quinnen Williams. Do they actually move one of the core players on their team? I think that those are going to be, interesting questions for them to delve into in the weeks to come. Tennessee, do you trade Calvin Ridley? Do you trade one of the running backs? The issue they've got there, and obviously they fired Brian Callahan on Monday, but you're trying to get the young quarterback going. And if you trade his best receiver or you trade one of his running backs, it makes the task that much harder, to get Cam Ward unlocked. They've got Jeff Simmons, who they've never wanted to trade. It would take a boatload, but there's no, I don't think, sacred cows right now for that Titans team. With the Saints, they'll get calls, I'm sure, on their wide receivers. Chris Olave is a unique one, a guy who's, up for a new contract. He's got a concussion history. Do you want to pay that guy? I know Mickey's talked in the past about him being like one of the core members of that team. Are they willing to trade him? What would the price be? Receivers generally in-season trades, 3rd round pick is kind of the over-under on what they're gonna command in a deal, even if it's on an expiring type of contract. Like Devontae Adams, he had years left, but they were at astronomical numbers, and he was going to get cut. He still went for a 3rd last year. Several years ago, Golden Tate went for a 3rd. At the deadline. That's probably the type of price that you're talking about with some of those guys. And then we'll see, what else materializes. Obviously, Kirk is still a member of the Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. is coming off one of the best games he's had on national TV the other night. beating the Bills. It's very obvious that they have zero plans to go back to Kirk, who's making $27.5 million, but they've also not been willing to, accept the type of price that, in terms of eating some of the money and the draft pick that other teams are willing to give up. Nor right now with the Bengals, trading for Joe Flacco, there's not really a team that has an imminent type of need. So there's usually one or two, really shocking trades and then a bunch of lower level trades every year now. There's more than there's ever been. It's 10, 15 trades, in the weeks leading up to the deadline here. We'll see if we get to those numbers. But I think that as you see some of these teams, the Browns are another team in that category. If you lose a couple more games, you're probably going to be going, okay, what can we get to help us in 2026? The deadline's later than it was even a few years ago. So let's see who starts losing these next couple of weeks. That's probably going to give you a pretty good indication of who ends up being more open to moving players.
We saw the Titans come back and win that game against the Cardinals, and that's their only win in one of the weirdest games of all time. But you go back and you watched, I would guess, that game against the game in London with Jets in Denver. That's one of the weirdest coached and just unbelievable games I've ever seen. It's a total system failure in New York. What is going on with that team?
I've never seen a team take an 11-10 lead on a safety.
Yeah.
A 10-9 game, and then you hit a 2-run homer and it's 11-10. That was a new one. But I agree. I mean, the way that the end of the first half alone was managed, you run a fake punt that, and Rich was there, and Kurt Warner, and they're going it looks like the Broncos are sniffing it out. Well, yeah, because the Jets ran Breece Hall on the field as the personal protector.
Yeah.
And Darren Rizzi and Sean Payton are going, it's Breece Hall. He's getting the ball. Guys, Breece Hall is getting it. They run the whole play clock. They still snap it. By, the grace of God, they converted. Yeah. Then they run the ball on first down. They get 3 plays off. Their last play is run, I think, with 37 seconds on the clock.
Unreal. Just
on fourth down. And Garrett Wilson, goes at Aaron Glenn as the clock ticks down. I would have had the same reaction. At bare minimum, you're not your own 20. You're almost at midfield. Run it down. I get the running it down, right? Because if you hustle to the line, the Broncos might call a timeout and now force you to either punt the ball to them or run a play, and now they get the ball back and they got a chance to score. So run the clock down. I'm fine with that. But then snap it with 3 seconds to go and heave it to the end zone, run a lateral play, anything. It didn't make sense. And this is, Aaron Glenn, listen, I want to give him grace because, you're 6 games in to your career. All right. You're figuring out. This is the first time you're in all these situations. But I remember when Nathaniel Hackett was the Broncos coach a few years ago. And after one game, where he, at the end of the game, they managed it and they ended up attempting a long field goal at the end of the game. They literally hired a game management coach after one game for a far lesser sin than what we saw from the Jets at the end of the half in London. That just makes you stand back and go, okay, what are the Jets trying to accomplish? Aaron's, he's a smart guy. He's trying to build a culture. And there's a lot of similarities and parallels that everybody's discussed to Detroit, where he was the defensive coordinator. Dan Campbell built it up, and Dan Campbell didn't win games for a year and a half. But you knew what Dan Campbell was. You knew he was going for it on fourth down. You knew that he was running the snot out of the football. Aaron Glenn is, at times the analytics are saying go for it on a 4th and 1, and he's not. You're running fake punts with a guy running on the field that gives away exactly what you're doing.
Your
and
best
then after
player.
converting that, in a high leverage situation, they're in a fake punt at their own 30, 35, wherever they were. That's a major risk. Yeah. So you take that gigantic risk, and then you don't take the relatively minimal risk of throwing a Hail Mary. Those are the types of things where, again, if I were Garrett Wilson, I would have had the exact same reaction, which is just dude, are we going for it or are we not? In a game where nobody can score, you basically got a freebie. The odds of, him getting strip sacked on a Hail Mary are pretty slim. Just boot out, buy a couple seconds and throw a moon ball down there. There's definitely conversations that have to take place. The Jets are not a wholly untalented team. And again, they've got big decisions to make leading up to the deadline. they got to find a way to win some games. I think the expectations are probably a little too high for what the Jets were, but this Jets team is more talented than what the Lions had in Dan Campbell's first year. Even that Lions team found a way to win a couple of games. The Jets got to do the same thing.
Real quick, 30 seconds or so, just give me your guts, not as a fan, but as an analyst. How did the Vikings do against the Eagles on Sunday?
I mean, the Eagles are going to have Jalen Carter back. That's a big deal. It's going to be a challenging type of an environment. I would just guarantee you this. KO is going to go into Sunday thinking we're going to win this game. Yeah. We've got a path to win this game. They're healthier than they've been, particularly along the offensive line. That's a huge, huge deal for them. I think it's going to be a great game. I don't know if the Vikings win or lose this game, but this is a team they absolutely should go toe-to-toe with, and I'm sure Brian Flores is going to make it as complicated as possible for that Eagles offense to find their rhythm.
You're the best. Thank you, buddy. See you later.
Bank.
Go get some sleep. Yep. See you later. There you go. Our friend Tom Pelissero, who is just a mover and a shaker, man.
He's outstanding.
I mean, he's the fill-in host for Rich Eisen.
Yeah, correct.
You remember Rich Eisen running? Why do I think of Rich Eisen running the 40-yard dash?
Because he does that for the draft.
Yeah.
They raise money for St. Jude's, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom Pelissero is his fill-in when he takes a day off. I mean, he's a big deal, man.
Yeah, Rich Eisen's a huge deal, and so is Tom. Yeah, he's great, man. I love listening to him talk about the NFL. I love when he gets, like when we were talking about the Jets and how into it he gets.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
And
there's always the road you got to, we got to walk. Too much sports, not enough sports, this, that, and the other. So I know there are people out there like, okay, all right, let's go. I don't care. But I do. I love to listen to him talk about
it's
it,
the
man.
best.
I wanted to ask him, too, are the Colts for real?
Yeah.
That is another question I have, because I heard Ben with Barrero earlier this week say he thought that the Colts might be the best team in the NFL. I'm like, wow. Think about that. Can one guy make that big of a difference? Looks like it could. But anyway, there you go. So that's enough for sports. We've given you all that we can give you. Let's talk about some ridiculous stuff, shall we?
Now it's time for Headlines.
Thank you to Wolf River Electric, wolfriverelectric.com.
Christopher Allen Hockey.
That's me.
What is Michael Keaton's real name?
Actually, I do know this, strangely enough. I don't know why I know this. Oh, no, I do know why I know this, because Diane Keaton just died. Michael Douglas.
You are correct.
That's right. Yep. And he took the name Keaton because he liked her name, Diane Keaton.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's cool. Michael Douglas.
Grubhub says 72% of college students have accidentally slept through a late night delivery order. So they are offering snooze insurance. It's basically a $15 off do-over meal in the future if you have a student account.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I've never used one of those. Not once.
Not even DoorDash?
No.
Dude, it's the greatest thing that
I've
ever
never
invented.
done it, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Sunday morning, if I wake up and I don't feel like running out.
No, it's Monday morning.
I love getting Dunn Brothers delivered to my house.
Yeah.
I roll on down. It's sitting there waiting on me. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a small little joy. I watch CBS Sunday morning waiting for football.
Yeah.
I love it. It's good. Joy.
Have you done it, Zacho?
Yeah. It's great on when you travel, because if you're not familiar with the area,
game?
Yeah,
and they'll deliver to your hotel room. Yes,
wow,
that's
a basketball
joke. I feel bad that I just got a penalty, but
are you okay?
At least my Dunn Brothers is here.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Hey, how about this quickly? I know you said no more sports. Here are the picks for the Week 2 Survivor. Corey, Hawk, and Creasel are all taking Kansas City.
Ooh.
I'm taking Denver. Parrish and Parker are taking Kansas City. Marnie has gone off the board a couple of times. It worked last week. She's taking the Bears
against
the Saints. That's a good pick by Marnie.
It's a home game for the
Zacho
Bears?
Is taking Kansas City.
Is it a home game for the Bears?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool, yeah.
Zacho's taking Kansas City. They are a 12.5 point favorite over Oakland.
Yeah.
Bonus is taking the Broncos.
Vegas, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then Kenzemius, Kansas City. Ben Lieber is taking the Patriots.
Oh, against?
They are playing, hang on, one of us.
Well, they're on the road and they're probably an underdog.
No. Where the hell is it? Why can't I find it?
Foxborough.
Yeah, just outside of Boston.
Yeah.
Why can't I find it
like
on the thing?
Well, that's hard to...
It's a map. And,
it's a map.
I'm sure it's like...
I can't read maps.
You know where New York is?
Northeast
They're
up there.
they're
kind of
on the
that,
road playing the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
They're 6.5-point road favorites.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
there is your survivor for the week.
But that could be, you know.
I never want to pick a Titans opponent again.
Yeah, right. But if Kansas City loses, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, well, not me and Bonus.
Yeah, but you know.
But yeah. But you brought it up when you said, you're the one who talked me out of it, when you said it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
That, like, weird things happen in divisional games.
Yes.
They almost beat them
Thank you, Alex.
on
Yes.
Black Friday last year.
They did,
and they
you're
were
right.
terrible.
That's right. You got that right, buddy.
An online betting site crunched the numbers to figure out your kids' chances of getting different types of candy on Halloween.
Okay.
There's a 67% chance they'll get at least one peanut butter cup.
Oh, man, there's too many peanut butter cups.
You don't like them?
I do, but
No
it's
such
like...
thing.
No, but the thing that...
They've kind of gone down the road of the Oreo.
It's not just that. It's like, that's the only bags of candy you get these days. Like Kit Kat, Reese's Cups.
Let me a Reese cup.
Yeah, I love them. Don't get me wrong, but I need some variety, baby.
33% chance of getting a Twix.
You see?
Ugh.
Yeah, Twix. I don't like
Did you
Twix
just
either.
yuck it up?
I don't like Twix either. I've never been a fan. No. It's Reese cups or bust.
Amen. And sometimes both.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's part of the song. You love Reese cups.
I do, but there's other candies in the world. Branch out and broaden it out your whole life, Reese's Cups?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
There's apparently a trend of people taking mini pumpkins to Starbucks and having the baristas fill them with their drink order.
Oh.
What's happening?
I don't know. That's weird.
That is weird.
Just use a cup.
Yeah, just use a cup.
Just a cup. It's cool.
It can't be good in, like...
No.
Did you... gross.
Yeah, that's gross, man. It's all hairy in there. There's hair. There's like
is it all
hair.
cleaned out? Yeah, that's disgusting.
I would think so.
58% of people say they've had arguments with a partner, roommate, or family member over reoccurring smells in shared places.
Yeah.
Stuff like trash smells, post-gym stink, and pet odors.
Post-gym stink's a rapper, right?
Yeah. How about Parker saying he doesn't like Post Malone?
I know, yeah. Yeah. There's some stinks that'll bother you. You know what I mean? It's like, watch that stuff. Am I right?
Amen.
Yeah, wash
Amen,
all
brother.
of it.
Amen, brother.
I got one more here. That
Yeah, good,
is
because I
worth
got
it.
stuff that
The California Highway Patrol stopped a driver this month.
Oh, good.
Who had an elaborate hand-drawn license plate.
Oh.
The driver said it was all legit. They just lost their actual plate.
I hope he elaborated.
He got fined $200 for his artwork.
That's funny.
That is funny.
On this date in 1793, young and talented Zach Halverson, Queen Marie Antoinette was beheaded. Do you know what country she was the queen of?
Oh, man.
No.
France?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow,
that's right. There you go. That's right.
Yeah, I learned that on one of those big bus, the tour.
Oh, you love busts.
When I was driving
what happened to her?
She was beheaded. She is famous for saying, let them eat cake. She never said that. Her subjects were dying of starvation. She never said that. She said something like that, but she didn't really say that.
Let them eat cake.
Let them eat cake. Yeah,
let them eat croissant.
Yeah, they were like, your people are starving. She's like, well, let them eat cake. That's what she said.
What's the best kind of cake?
Birthday.
Yeah,
Birthday.
you are correct.
Yeah, thank you. Birthday is good. On this date, 102 years ago, 1923, Walt Disney launched an empire when he founded Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio with his brother, Roy.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Thank you. So I'm here. Roy and Walt.
Props to Roy for keeping all that together after Walt died. He did a lot.
Oh.
He didn't have his first name on the company, so.
Is that a true story? Or are you making that up?
No, that's true.
Is that right? I've never heard the name Roy Disney till right now.
I haven't either.
Walt
I didn't know that.
before,
I thought Huck was making like a Warner Brothers joke.
No. Well, Walt never saw Disney World. Roy oversaw most of that because Walt died in the beginning.
I thought it was because his dad was lawyer Lambert. And
Yes. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So Walt Disney and I have never seen Disney World.
Wow. That's too bad. No kidding.
Yeah, yet.
Well, that's interesting. I guess I never knew that. Thank you for that beloved little fact there. That makes a lot of sense.
Really matters.
Yeah. Well, to me, it does. Yeah. Other things going on in this wild world of ours. We were talking about this morning in other ways. weight loss drugs like Ozempic may have an effect on how our bodies handle alcohol, according to a new study. GLP-1 drugs may help you handle your alcohol better and consume less of it. And I've told you guys this.
Yeah.
I don't even drink anymore because it doesn't do me any good.
Yeah.
It does. I never even feel a buzz.
Really?
Yeah, never. It's the weirdest thing. The study by Virginia Tech found that those using GLP-1 drugs saw their blood alcohol levels rise at a slower pace and reported feeling less intoxicated than those not on the weight loss drugs. Those on the drugs also reported feeling less of a craving for alcohol both before and after the experiment. I am telling you, I'm living proof of that. I've been telling you that for a while. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
So I'll be open and honest with you.
I would love you to be for once in your damn life.
I have thought about doing it because I could lose about 200 pounds.
About you doing it.
Yeah. I'm afraid to give myself a shot.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm
sure.
I don't want to. I don't think I could do it.
No, I get it. Yeah, I mean,
So
I can
that's
tell
like
you
the
a million times that it doesn't hurt that bad, but I get it.
That's the only reason I don't do it. I should do it.
With all due respect, I mean, do you need it? I mean,
Oh yeah. I cover it up.
the only
pretty
one
well.
you look great.
I appreciate
Would you please
that.
leave him alone?
Yes, quit hitting on me.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Tommy's
like,
infected
I agree.
everybody. I appreciate it.
You should
but
only
yeah.
do it if you feel like you need to.
No,
Right.
but
right.
I would, and I should. I could lose 50 pounds, but I just don't want to take the shot.
No, I get it. I believe there might be now or there's going to be soon pills you can take instead.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you want to do it, Livia.com. But I'm going to tell you, it worked for me. It really did.
Yeah, you look great.
Oh, stop it.
You look handsome. Tommy's
keep
infected
going.
all of us.
Yeah. Well, he's tried.
Hey, now that Tommy's
That's
not
his
here.
dream, by the way.
Now that Tommy's not here, and it's just the three of us.
Oh, no. Don't say it.
Over under halftime when you leave.
Oh, I definitely probably. Well, it depends on what Abigail wants.
Yeah.
If it were me by myself, I probably wouldn't make it to halftime.
Yeah.
But since, it will let her decide what she wants to do.
Which game will you stay longer for? The Gopher game or the Vikings
Gopher game. Gopher game.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know why, as I get older, I hate traffic more and more.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you how many things I've wanted to do. I almost went to the Maple Grove football game last night.
Yeah.
But I thought about what the traffic would be like in Maple
Hideous.
Grove.
Yeah. And they won, right?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great game. Yeah, I know. So, traffic, man. I hate it.
Hideous.
It's a nightmare in Dinkytown, man.
I know.
Yeah. There's
I don't
one
know.
way in, one way out, basically.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Oh, well. Sometimes you got to sit in traffic if you want the good things, right?
Yeah, man.
Hey, good show today, guys. Nice job.
That was
nice
fun.
job,
Had
everybody.
fun. Yeah.
Nice job.
Creasel tomorrow. We'll play the initials game. Zacho will host. It'll be great.
That's right. And we will have our very good friend Adam Thielen
Oh, yeah.
called the show at some point. Marnes will be here. A cast of thousands. So there you go. Enjoy another rainy-looking day.
Yeah.
Make the best of it. You only get to do this one time. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, man.
Give Lionel a kiss for me.
Yeah.
And a high five.
Hey, I texted you yesterday. Watch the Lilith Fair documentary on Hulu.
I will when you watch Chad Powers.
Well, then you're never going to watch
Well, I
it.
guess that's where the statement is. Whatever that thing is.
Stalemate.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Take care of yourself. Love you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Abigail. I love you so much.